Dr. Shashi Tharoor, former Under-Secretary General of the United Nations. Dr. Shashi Tharoor, India's renowned diplomat and writer, is the chairman of the Dubai-based Afras Ventures, and he was the official candidate of India for the succession to UN Secretary General Kofi Annan in 2006. Dr. Tharoor is also the award-winning author of 10 books, as well as hundreds of articles and book reviews in a wide range of publications, including the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Los Angeles Times, the International Herald Tribune, Time, Newsweek, and of course, the Times of India. In January 1998, Dr. Tharoor was named a Global Leader of Tomorrow by the World Economic Forum, which he has already become. He's the recipient of several awards, including the Commonwealth Writers' Prize, and he was nominated to India's highest honor for overseas Indians, the Pravasi Bharatiya Samman, in 2004. Dr. Tharoor serves on the Board of Overseers of the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy, the Board of Trustees of the Aspen Institute, and the advisory boards of the Indo-American Arts Council, the American India Foundation, and many other organizations. He is also a fellow of the New York Institute of Humanities and the patron of the Modern School in Dubai. We are delighted to have Mr. Shashi Tharoor with us today, and I will request him to kindly proceed and receive his award at the hands of Professor Michael Nobel. May I request you, sir, to kindly present this award and the scroll which goes with it. Many congratulations, Mr. Tharoor. It's such a delight to have you with us. We are proud to be in your presence, and I'd request you to share your thoughts with this distinguished audience. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, put your hands together for Mr. Shashi Tharoor.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Minister Vilasrao Deshmukh, Mr. Mashelkar, my old schoolmate Praful Patel, Minister Patil, friend Suresh Prabhu and Milan Devra, Anand Mahindra, whom I've known for a lifetime, it seems, and so many other distinguished friends. I'm really grateful to be one of the recipients of this year's Priyadarshni Award and to find myself in such distinguished company. The organizers have asked me to say a few words about the importance of diplomacy in the context of India's growing role in international relations. You know, the old saw about Indian diplomacy was that it's like the lovemaking of an elephant. It's conducted at a very high level, accompanied by much bellowing, and the results are not known for 2 years. Now, fortunately, this is less true of Indian diplomacy today, but I don't want to add to the bellowing that I know we all have to be subjected to at awards functions. I do want to say, though, that addressing this topic just a week after India's de facto admission into the nuclear club in Vienna, and also just a few days after the tragic bomb blasts in our nation's capital, one is struck by both the achievements and the limitations of diplomacy. The nuclear deal with the US and its sale to the rest of the world was a triumph of Indian diplomacy, as a result of which the Indian exception has been recognized for the first time around the globe. At the same time, the bomb blasts are a reminder that we live in a tough neighborhood and that there was nothing diplomacy could have done to save the innocent lives that were lost that day. I have not hidden my pride in India's soft power, the attractiveness of India's cultural products, its political freedoms, and its spiritual values to the rest of the world. Today, it's not the country with a stronger army that wins on the altar of world opinion. It's the country with the better story that wins. To me, India's diplomacy ought to be focused on the projection of India as the land of the better story, as a free society with our thriving NGOs, our robust mass media, and a culture that encourages and rewards creative accomplishment, as we can see right here, India has a very good story to tell. So Indian diplomacy cannot just be about material accomplishments or skillful negotiating. Even more important are the values and principles for which India stands. And these values and principles should serve us well in a world full of problems without passports, problems of global warming, of terrorism, of drug trafficking, of human rights issues, of refugee movements, of epidemic disease, in short, problems that no one country, however rich or however powerful it may be, can solve on its own, but which require the collective efforts of all countries in our globalizing world. We are all interconnected. That's where diplomacy comes in. As someone once said about water pollution, we all live downstream. But diplomacy alone is not enough. We know as Indians that India also needs to solve its internal problems. We must ensure that we do enough to keep our people healthy, well-fed, and secure. Secure not just from fundamentalist terrorism, a real threat, but from the daily terror of poverty, hunger, and ill health. Only then will we truly be able to hold our heads high in the world. And I'm confident that, with the best efforts of all those assembled in this room, we will be able to do that. Thank you very much.